What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Sadik Chicago competed last night at Chicago Pro in the men's physique division. And he did not place where he was expecting. So Sadik was 6th in this competitive lineup, which is a proof that you can look world class standing all by yourself. But all these competitions, they are judged based on who you are standing next to. Because honestly speaking, Sadik was looking exceptional in his last update. He looks so damn impressive. But him not even placing top 5 at this show, that is definitely a worrying point for him. So the look that Sadik brought to the stage here at Chicago, that was kinda similar to what Jeremy Bundia brought to the stage back in 2018. So both these guys had those washed out abs, which may be because of a missed peak. But on the other hand, neither Jeremy nor Sadik ever had the best abs in the men's physique division. Plus, I'm sure some of you guys have forgotten that there is also a weight limit now for the men's physique competitors as well. And Sadik also had to make weight, drop the water and then carb up. So that could have also played a major role in him not showing up at his absolute best. So he is most probably going to compete in the upcoming shows as well, as he is already in a contest ready shape. So we will see how that goes for him. So 10 years ago in 2014, Sadik placed 2nd at the Olympia, and now he is placing 6th in an Olympia qualifier. That is how much the sport has evolved. So since we are talking about Chicago Pro men's physique, the guy who won that show, that is Abisai Peters. First of all, apologies if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. So the guy he was able to beat here, that is Ahmed Shakri. And both these guys looked absolutely superb. And the guy who finished 3rd here, that is Deep Walkers. So Chicago Pro men's open bodybuilding is going down tonight, so stay tuned. Next up, we have a physique update from Charles Griffin. So Charles wasn't satisfied with the way he looked at this past Mr. Olympia. So he decided to take 1 year off and rebuild his physique, but mainly his chest, because of that packed year that happened earlier last year. Because that really made him vulnerable in all of the front shots, because it was really visible. Now Charles is an incredible athlete, because he was able to win Legion Sports, get to the Olympia stage and place top 10. All that was done when he was unable to do a proper chest workout. All that was done with a glaring weakness. And one of the reasons for that is his exceptional conditioning. So looking at that recent look of Charles in 2024, he looks really good. So all that time when Charles was unable to push his upper body for workout, all he did was focus more on his quads and hamstrings. And that is why whenever Charles decides to step on stage, hopefully in 2025, he's gonna have much better overall legs. Even his chest has started to look way better compared to previous year. So this guy is a very dangerous athlete, in a sense that his conditioning is world class. He always brings that top level of conditioning. In any show that he enters, he is never off. Plus, he probably has one of the best backs in the men's open bodybuilding, particularly his rear lat spread. That is just insane. So Charles is one of the 3 guys who made Olympia top 10 last year, but they won't be competing this year. The other 2 are Regan Grimes and Michael Crezo. Was moving to Oxygen Gym Kuwait the right move for Urs Kalecinski? Is that what was required from Urs to finally bring up his back? So there he is at the Oxygen Gym Kuwait, getting his training in with Brian Ansley, Rubiel Mosquera and Chris Cormier, who is the one putting them through these brutal workouts. And that should be extra motivation. So far, Urs has been loving his stay in Kuwait. This guy, as we all know, he loves to train, and he loves to train extremely hard. He practices a bodybuilding lifestyle even back home, and life out there in Kuwait. That provides the perfect setting if you want to just focus on bodybuilding. And I'm sure Urs is going to take full advantage of that. On the flip side, Urs's improvements specifically in his weaker body parts, like his arms, his bicep, his back, that is going to be dependent on his weight cap as well. So he is in a kind of a difficult situation, that too at the very beginning of his career, that is finding it really challenging to make the weight cut off every single time. And based on that, Urs can only push his weight so much, only up to a certain degree, even in the off season, because he knows he has to come down to a specific weight cap, so he has to stay within his striking range. So as of right now, he is looking really huge. And I believe this is going to be the year when Urs is going to face some real challenge from his fellow competitors. He has been placing 3rd at the Olympia level for the last 2 years consecutively. But this year we have a new guy in there, Fazi Wiesers, plus Brian Ansley as well. Both these guys are coming to push him outside of that top 3. Because unless he makes some drastic improvements in his physique during his stay in Kuwait, it's gonna get difficult for him at the Olympia level. But do let me know what you guys think. Can Urs repeat his 3rd place performance again at the Olympia level? So guys in the Menace podcast, as well as guys in the Pro chat, they were discussing the possibility of Andrew Jacked competing in the Weight Pro next week. And so far we know that Andrew or anyone in his camp, they haven't said a word about that. Plus, I have to mention this. This story of Andrew which is uploaded a few hours ago, that definitely confirms that he's only focusing on doing one show, the Texas Pro. So Andrew just confirmed that he's going to join Chris Lewis, aka Psycho Fitness, for these final few weeks before Texas Pro. And Dubai Pro is scheduled to be held next week. And it makes zero sense for him to take this flight to US when Dubai Pro is just around the corner and he's gonna have to take a flight back. Because he already lives and trains in Dubai. So the prize money for Dubai is great. There is no doubt about that. Even the second place finisher, they're gonna get 60 grand. But at this point it seems like Andrew is just focused on winning Texas Pro. So he was hitting legs today and he was pushing some serious weights. Even though he is so close to the show. And his energy levels must be low at this point. But still the man is pushing extremely hard. So winning Texas Pro and getting to the Olympia stage, that isn't the goal. The goal is to move up the ranks at the Olympia level. Last year he was 5th. So what did you guys think? How high can he go this year? So let's talk about a guy who is determined to win this year's Dubai Pro and end the season at a very high note. That is Baros Sabani, who is looking absolutely nasty just a week out of the show. And make no mistake, he's coming for the 4th pro win of his career. So this guy is really young, and we never know when he's gonna be able to travel to the US and compete at the biggest bodybuilding show of the year. But the strategy that him and his coach implemented for 2024, they are already doing their 3rd show of the year. And that seems like a great strategy. And Baros can become that guy who can have a lot of pro wins. So Baros is certainly the favorite to win here in Dubai, as he has the mix of everything. The size, the shape, the aesthetics. And most importantly, he comes in absolutely peeled to the bone. His conditioning is second to none. I mean, his conditioning matches the likes of Hadi Chupan. So I guess between these 3 guys, Nathan, William and Baros, it seems like anyone can beat the other one. We just saw that happen in the last few weeks. So the real X factor, that is gonna be Rubiel Mosquera. He is the surprise in there because he hasn't competed this year so far. Plus, he hasn't competed against William Bonac and Baros Sabani. Now, he did compete against Nathan Diesha last year in Prague, where he was able to beat him, but that wasn't the best version of Nathan. So just because the prize money for Dubai Pro that is $100,000, that will motivate all these guys to bring their 100%, to bring their absolute best. Because the thing is, the prize money here, that is as much as Samson Dauda got for his Olympia 3rd place finish. You have got to respect Nathan Diesha for keeping it so real. Even though he is qualified for this year's Miss Olympia, the way he named top 6 for 2024, that is really accurate.
This obviously has to come from an amateur. What's everyone's big thing about the yo? Oh, the yo, you got one the yo, you got one the yo. Top 5 has already been given. 1 and 2, Derek and Hadi. 3 and 4, Samson and Nick Walker. 5 and 6, Andrew Jack and Hunter. These are top 6 already. Pointless even, these are top 6, regardless of what anyone says.
And let me remind you guys something. He missed a big name, a former Miss Olympia and an Arnold Classic champion, Brandon Curry. Now, it's okay to aim high, but when a new guy says that he's gonna be aiming to place top 6 at his Olympia debut, tell us who out of these top 6, Hadi, Derek, Samson, Nick and Hunter, who are you aiming to beat here? How are you gonna place top 6? So Antonio Burton said that he's aiming to crack top 6. Martin Fitzwater also said the same thing. But let's just assume that all these 6 guys that Nathan Diesha just mentioned, they all bring their A game. Do you guys see someone new going past them? So these upcoming shows are gonna answer a lot of questions, since people out there are thinking that Rubiel Mosquera can beat Andrew Jack this year, which automatically makes him a top 6 guy this year, which by the way I do not believe. Well, do let me know what you guys think. And also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.